guy was asking me about my friend because he really liked her. He's like, what is she like? I was like, do you want only the pros or do you want the pros and the cons? He's like, I want the pros and the cons. So I gave him the cons first. I always give the cons first and then I give him the pros. Because if you give him the pros first and then the cons are gonna be stuck in his head. They're gonna be like right there. And if you give them the pros, it's the last thing that you hear. The pro. Yeah. So it's a good pro.
No, you had good intentions.
Which is fair, yes. But not everyone can see.
If someone just
I would just say that usually the guy should find out for himself, because maybe the way you envision your friend might not be the like what she stands for, like who she actually is, because maybe the way she acts around her girlfriends are different from the way she acts around her guy friends.
Oh, yeah, that's
true. That's fair.
But in a general basis, I'd give him basic pros and cons. Not like immediate, like, because if you think about it, yeah, she has a point though, because imagine you're giving pros and cons, but you've only seen her as a friend. You're like, oh yeah, she's amazing when it comes to this, but when she's in a relationship, she's bad at this. That's why when I only give pros and cons, I'm like, in my opinion, right? I think she has really good fashion design. I think she does this really well, and I think she does this really well. And if he asks, what does she like to do? I'll give him what she likes to do, right? I give him like the activities that she enjoys and stuff, and I'll tell her she's good at this, but I think she's bad at this. Like if she were to be knitting and she were to be gardening.
You're cooking.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if she were to be good at gardening and knitting, I'd be like, she likes knitting and she likes gardening, but I think she's knitting compared to the holes that she has in the scarf. But she's really good at gardening. She knows how to make roses and all that stuff bloom perfectly.
Okay.
Oh, you so
She's just the real one. She's just the real one.
Yes.
This question. I don't know, this one.
This time say it with your chest.
This one.
Wait, is this the last one?
Yes, that's the last.
Is it actually the last?
No, you could have disappeared.
We must leave. It's 11.
You could have gone.
Don't worry. I'm saying.
Just leave me away.
No.
That's
We're talking about the flight, though. We don't want to. I'm getting real.
Okay.
This is the last one.
I'm not going anywhere.
Turn that.
This absolutely sucks when there's a group of girls and I want to talk to a specific girl. Then the best friend is the first one to come. And she doesn't wanna talk. Like, you know.
Do you know what you should do?
Do you know which forces? Wait, let me finish. Which forces us to do, two-man job. Take one for the team. You go for the least attractive bestie to make sure.
No, we're searching and we go to
No, you go to the least attractive. Then I go to the girls. Which one?
That's you think too.
Okay.
Wait, what did he say?
He said,
We are the group of girls.
Yeah.
Tendai likes one of us.
Yeah.
But then
There's the
usually
one.
when Tendai is approaching, possibly like the girls like more outgoing.
Yeah.
Would come up to Tendai and Tendai would be like, okay, I want to speak to so and so.
Yeah.
And then the guy would be like, I don't think she would want to talk to you. Because like maybe the girl likes Tendai, or she just like
she knows the friend.
She knows the friend.
She knows the friend and all, but they're like, he never gave Tendai the chance to actually speak to the girl.
Yeah.
I find that like whenever like a friend asks me, can you tell him not to speak to me? I say no, because like I feel like first, because it's not fair from the guy's point of view if you think about it. Like I know it's not fair from the guy's point of view, because you don't know whether I'm lying or not. First of all, and second of all, it's you who's going to talk to her, and she has to tell you to back off or that she likes you as well. Like, I cannot be in between. I refuse to be in between when it comes to relationships, because in my opinion, it's not fair for the guy and it's not fair for the girl. Because the girl doesn't get to say to the guy that back off or I like you. And the guy doesn't get to say it. And the guy has no clue whether she likes it or not. Like, imagine I'm right? And I go up to you and I'm like, oh, she doesn't like you. She doesn't like you, by the way. Just go away, back off. Then what? And then she ends up liking you. Then what?
I think that's like specific, because there's also
cases where it's like, oh yeah, the girl kind of like she's too nice and she doesn't want to show the guy,
Yeah.
and like she looks at her friend like, oh, can you please help me out? That is the only time when I'll come and be like, oh yeah, and try like intervene. Besides that, I will like let her and the guy like do their thing. Like if I see my friend, a guy come up with a friend, I'll walk away and a respectful distance, and then like, if I see her like, oh, she's struggling, like she doesn't want to talk to me anymore, and I'll look at like the signs, then I'll come and like.
No,
Because at times you might blame the friend, but it's actually not the friend's problem. The girl would have told him like, okay guys, you know how I'm nice, so may you please tell this
Yeah.
No, I feel
Because
like
I feel my friend is outspoken.
no, I don't find that different at all. Because imagine how, because like compared to like being like rejected by the girl he likes, could you imagine if his best friend, if her best friend comes up to the guy and is like, she doesn't like you. Imagine that. Like honestly, I think I'd prefer it if I went up to the guy instead of his best friend coming to tell me, oh gee, he doesn't.
Oh yeah, no, I must admit like when you would come in and be like, oh, and you shouldn't talk to you, it's just like, oh, you kind of like diffuse the situation. You know what I mean? Like you tell your friend, okay, later on you should tell him that, oh, you don't like him. But like right now in the position, like it might feel a bit awkward. And you want like the person wants to like leave. Maybe like, she's feeling uncomfortable by the guy and things like that. But like yeah, I totally agree with you though. Like yeah, you should not allow someone else to speak for you. Like you should speak for yourself.